This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Welcome to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. Here's your host, Marcus.
Welcome to another episode of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy, the number one sugar dating podcast in the world, where we pull back the curtains on the good and the bad and the shocking stories of sugar dating. I don't have Nikki in with me today, but I do have a couple of guests I'm really excited to talk to. But before we get to them, and I want to thank Nikki. So last episode, she showed up I usually record on Thursdays, and I told her, hey, I have some guests on Friday. I'd love for you to join us. She said, well, I can't, but I'll see you the next Thursday, which I was thinking that was the following week. So I'm busy on Thursday. I've got appointments, and she's like, hey, you're coming to the studio, right? And I'm like, oh, shit, no, I am not. We got some information crossed. My interview is tomorrow. She goes, oh, and she drove an hour down from where she's at. So she did it solo, and I really appreciate it. I think it turned out really nice, and you guys may hear more solo episodes from her as I'm doing some traveling in the future, but she stepped up like a champ, and I really appreciate that. But I want to first congratulate Dr. Charles and Priscilla. We just got back from Cancun, and the wedding was fantabulous. We had a nice little time down there. Lily and Trucker went. I went with Alejandra, and then he had a lot of his family, and she had a lot of her family. And a little funny story. So we stayed at the Moon Palace. It's a big, big place. They've got like 3 lobbies. The property was huge. So anyway, they had a reception, I guess, on Thursday night. The wedding was on Saturday, but on Thursday night they had a reception and a dinner on the beach. They literally set up food and tables and chairs, and they had a bartender, they had a DJ on the beach. So we're sitting at a table, we're meeting different people, and then his partner, who he's known him since they were in the military, and then they've been partners for a long, long time, came up to us and started pressuring us on, how do you guys know Dr. Charles again? Okay, I was kind of prepared for this question, but nobody had asked it, so he caught me a little bit off guard, and usually we just say mutual friend or something like that, right? But I'm like, okay, you're Dr. Charles' partner. You know everything. He's very public about his sugar dating and his sugar babies and all of his shenanigans. The whole office knows about him. I'm sure you know about him. So I go, oh, well, actually, he listens to my podcast. And he goes, oh. And he looks at us and he goes, gotcha. And then he walked away. Like we were the plague or something. I'm like, Lily and I were like, did we scare him off or something? I don't know. So that was kind of a really funny interaction. But we ended up talking to him later in the week, and everything was fine. He just, I don't know, maybe he was like, okay, maybe he had the attitude of, I'll keep the secret or something. I'm like, it doesn't have to really be that big of a secret. But anyway, so that was kind of a funny interaction. Like I said, the wedding was great. There was fireworks. The reception was fantastic. It was on a different part of the property, and they had they had music, open bar, dancing. Got to meet a lot of great people that came down for his wedding. So thank you for inviting us, Dr. Charles, and we really appreciate that. And then speaking of weddings, another big announcement. I got the clearance to say this. Podcast Fanboy and his woman are now married. Now, they just did a small little wedding. She got over here on I believe the 90-day fiancé visa, so they had to get the knot tied. And after a month or so of living together, I guess they figured it was going to work. And they went and tied the knot, and Lily and Trucker were the witnesses. So congratulations to them. Podcast Fanboy said he'll try to sneak out and get on the podcast soon. She does not know about the podcast, so it's a little kind of a tricky thing. And I don't know why he doesn't feel comfortable telling her about it, but it's just the way it is. It's the dynamic of the relationship, and that's what it is. But we'll try to get his thoughts on everything going forward. And it's funny. It reminds me of when I got married in Vegas many, many years ago. My witness was Ed, the security guard. So Podcast Fanboy stepped it up with Lily and Trucker as being the witness. All right, and then finally, before we get to our guest, if you haven't joined our fan club, we'd really appreciate that. It's patreon.com/Secrets of a Sugar Daddy podcast. You can hear all the episodes, extra sugars before anybody else, behind-the-scenes photos, videos, funny memes. We got a community chat, and then we also have a coaching option available. I was on a half-hour coaching call right before this podcast. I really enjoy it. He was asking me some questions that were quite interesting. He's a new sugar daddy, and he hasn't even met the girl yet. He's coming actually to Arizona to meet her in about 3 weeks, and he's already trying to plan a trip for them next year, like 2027. I'm like, whoa, buddy, you got to take this slow and easy because you just got to ease into it. And by the time we got to the end of the coaching, my advice to him was, look, the best way, and this is not just sugar dating, but this is any kind of dating, no pressure. Let's enjoy ourselves. Enjoy the moment, whatever we're doing. At the end of the day, you go your way, I go mine. And if we really enjoyed each other, let's do it again. And then if you do it again and again, things are going to grow. Chemistry is going to build. Bonds are going to build. Let that just happen naturally instead of putting pressure on somebody like, oh, I really like you. I think we should go on a week-long trip in a year to Europe. That's not the time to plan that. I understand it, but you just got to have fun with the current situation and let it happen. All right, so we have that coaching available. And if you want coaching from either I or Lily, you can contract us there, and we have a scheduling app and everything. So it's patreon.com/Secrets of a Sugar Daddy podcast. Okay, enough about me and all my shenanigans, which I have a lot to talk about, but we're going to get into those into a future episode. But I've got some guests who came in just to be on the show, and we really appreciate them coming in. And they're old friends of ours from Sugarpalooza 6. Welcome back, Jackie and Andrew. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Excellent. So let's just get the audience caught up because it's been a while since you guys were on. Do you remember what episode number that was so we can reference it?
No, I downloaded it to Andrew's phone.
Yeah, I don't remember
the number,
but
I can look it up.
It was
240
last year. No, yeah, it was last summer, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was the weekend of
Sugarpalooza 6. So it would have been the summer of 2025. So if you guys want to look that old episode up, I'll try to reference it in the description of this episode. But Andrew, let's get a little bit of history before we get into some crazy stories about you. First of all, what's your age?
67.
You're 67, and you have been in the sugar dating lifestyle for approximately how long?
I first joined Seeking in 2008.
2000. Oh, you were like one of the first members of Seeking.
But I was intimidated, so I only met one girl.
Yeah. When did you get serious about it?
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's been a whirlwind.
Yes. I have been through several.
Okay, so we got to hang out with two of Andrew's sugar babies at Sugarpalooza 6, and that was a lot of fun. You just told me before the show that you had 3.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened? Now you're down to 2.
I'm down to 2 because Little Lamb has a local sugar daddy that she prefer.
Okay. Is she not local to you?
No.
Okay.
She was across the country. She
was
was in
across the-
Chicago.
All right. So are all your sugar babies long distance?
Carol, the third one, lives 180 feet from me.
Oh, 180 feet.
No, I'm sorry, 180 yards.
Well, that's still 180 yards, so that's not long distance.
No.
Yeah, that's very handy.
And I'm about 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on traffic.
Okay. So that can almost be kind of a long distance, but not too bad. And where you guys live, that's not long distance at all.
No, it is not.
People are normally sometimes commuting to work every day on that time frame.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing in Arizona?
Jackie told me she loves Red Rocks,
Oh,
and I'm a big traveler. I've been to all the national parks. Well, minus 3. And
which 3 have you not been to?
Dry Tortugas off of the Florida Keys.
Okay.
Katmai.
That would be a nice one to visit.
Yes. Katmai in Alaska.
Okay.
And the hard one, American Samoa, which is in the South
in the
Pacific.
Samoan Islands, right?
Yes.
That's a national park?
There is a national.
I was unaware of that one.
And I'm planning on going next August.
Yeah.
We may be going together.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Let's swing it over to Jackie real quick. Little birdie told me you're getting married.
I am?
How's this happening? All these people getting married.
Well, I mean, I've been engaged.
Love is in the air.
I've been engaged for a year and a half. So the
Okay,
time
so
was
it's finally
coming.
time.
Yeah, and I'm having a gay wedding, and I wanted to make sure that I got married in California because the semantics of the law are that if you get married in a state where gay marriage stays legal, even if they overturn it federally, and certain states, it goes back to a states' rights issue, and they overturn gay marriage in, let's say, North Dakota, I would still, if I moved to North Dakota, I would still be legally married if my marriage certificate was signed in California. So it's a precaution that I'm taking just to make sure that I can stay married to the person that I love.
Right. I think you talked about them. We go by them.
Yes,
They,
yes.
them. I get
Poe
confused
is
by
a
that.
them. And,
Okay.
And you did an excellent job.
Yeah, you
last
talked about
episode.
them on the last show.
Yes.
Do you think anything will change once you actually make it official, or do you feel like everything's just going to go on as normal?
I highly doubt it. We still have an open relationship, open dynamic.
You're going to keep that?
Yes. We have a girlfriend. They have a boyfriend. And I have, kind of these submissive men that I see as part of our open dynamic that I'm not sleeping with, but have genuine relationships with. And all of that is stuff we intend to continue after we tie the knot.
Right. Andrew, what do you think about her getting married?
I'm excited for her.
Yeah?
He's attending.
Oh, I was going to say, are you invited to the wedding?
I'm excited to hers, not to the other.
Not to the other one. Yeah. You have another sugar baby that's
Yes.
getting married.
The one who lives 180 yards. She lives with her girlfriend.
So she's lesbian too?
She is bisexual.
Bisexual.
I have sexual activity with her. I do not have sexual activity.
Okay. Well, I knew yours was platonic with Jackie,
Right.
and it's continued to stay that way, I'm assuming.
Yep.
But you still want her as your sugar baby.
Yes.
I get naked a lot.
She does.
Well, yeah, you sent me a photo of you guys was that in a national park?
Was it? No. It wasn't at a national park. It
Yeah.
was BLM land. You said the
BLM land.
Bureau
photo?
of Land Management.
Which photo?
Which one did I send? It was at White Pocket.
Oh. Then, yes. It's,
Yeah, it was a nice one of her behind.
Yeah, BLM land.
Booty.
It was a nice booty
Yep.
booty shot. She sent me a photo of you two, and she goes, I have some nudes. Would you rather see those? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah to what? I'm like, yeah to the nudes. Send them. What do you think I am? Why do you continue to have her as a platonic sugar baby?
Because we have a fabulous connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my best friend.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
People think that sugar babies is just disguised prostitution. But you guys are not having any sexual relation at all.
No.
But you're still his sugar baby.
I did have a threesome with Little Lamb.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she's bisexual, and I was interacting with her.
Is this the one that came to the party?
Yes,
Yeah.
the pretty one. She's
Why,
pretty.
Why do you say the pretty one? You're just attractive also.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I don't think about my own attractiveness levels, but I do think about hers.
Yeah, she was very cute and not afraid to be naked.
No.
We found out.
Yeah.
Those parties could get a little wild. People,
Yeah.
but they are pretty innocent for the most part.
The sweet spot was fun.
Oh well, what did you take away from that experience? I know you whipped the shit out of somebody.
Like 3 or 4 somebodies.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I started with Little Lamb, and then
That's right.
Other girls started.
She took it like a champ.
Oh yeah, she likes it. She likes it. And then other women started being interested in being next in line, and then it kind of started from there. I didn't expect it to be like BDSM. I was expecting to just have a few drinks.
Well, Amy was there too.
Yes.
And so
I like her.
that ramped it up because she loves the BDSM aspect.
She and I had a connection.
Yeah, I had some training on it, and I think her fiance, now husband, got up there and got whooped pretty good.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember because we've been there a few times. I'm trying to recall the time that you guys were there.
It was a while ago.
She was the ringmaster.
Oh yeah, she took
I was
over. I
performing.
remember.
Yeah.
I was performing.
I think I grabbed some popcorn. I'm sitting there like taking it all in.
Oh yeah, I mean, we had a crowd of at least 24 people that were slammed in there watching.
Yeah, and then I think Jen, who got in there and she took it. Oh my God! Matter of fact, the girl from Australia. I don't remember what we're calling her. But we talked about she had marks all over her ass.
Oh yeah, that wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. I wish.
Yeah.
She was pretty.
Yeah.
I still talk to her.
Yeah, she commented on something just the other day, and we miss our Australian contacts there.
Yeah,
Had
I
a
hope
lot
we
of
can
fun
bring
with
her
them.
to a party I come to again.
Yeah, you guys asked me whether we're going to have a Sugarpalooza 8, and I said 95%. I mean, I don't anticipate not having a Sugarpalooza 8. We just haven't secured a date or a venue yet, or worked out all the details. I think I'm still trying to recover from the Sugarpalooza 7 and 6. Last year was a wild year. We had a lot of fun.
You're listening to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Now back to the show with your host, Marcus.
Do you guys keep in touch? Did you guys meet anybody at those that you keep in touch with? I guess the girl from Australia.
Yeah, there's 3 to 4 women that I met.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them I had spoken to through the Sugar Circle prior to the party, and then it just continued forward. Yeah, I don't know anyone's names on the podcast. I only know their real names. So
Right.
I will simply say 4 of them, I believe.
Okay. Well, usually people make connect. It's very rare that somebody doesn't come away from one of our events not have made a pretty good bond with somebody. It's very rare. Yeah. I mean, occasionally, but for the most part, once you have met them and you've kind of bonded with them, you pretty much stay friends for life. And it's easier now through all the means of social media that we have and the contact means and stuff.
No,
WhatsApp.
exactly.
It's interesting because I get people all the time will pipe up. It's just funny because we have this Sugarpalooza app, or WhatsApp group, and we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and then every now and then one will start firing, like from 5. Somebody will say something, and all of a sudden the whole group just gets to talking again. I'm like, nobody said anything in like a year in that group chat, and all of a sudden now it's firing again. Yep. It's pretty funny.
I was trying to hook up with, I think, the sugar daddy from Central Europe. Or Northern Europe, actually.
Mr. Friendly?
Yes, I couldn't remember his name.
That should be his name.
that is his name, Mr. Friendly. He's a great guy.
Yes, and we missed each other in London by a day.
Oh, so you were over there and you tried to make contact, and
We had plans, and then his business stuff changed. So
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, his episode got more positive feedback than I think I've ever gotten on anybody, just because he comes across so genuine.
He's such a sweet guy.
And he was the life of the party besides you guys, I think.
What's the podcast name of the girl that he was closest with at the party, the other Dom? Do you remember she had a dog?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember her podcast name?
Queen Lilith.
Queen Lilith. She met up with me and my fiance up in the Bay Area. We went up to visit.
Oh, yeah?
And we spent a day together up there, yeah.
What'd you guys do?
Just saw the Castro, walked around, got a bite to eat.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I know that that a bunch of the girls went to the Dua Lipa concert back in September.
Yes.
And they, I think one came from New York, one came from San Francisco. There's a couple in that area. And I think there was one other one. So they all hung out. But they all have bonded and become friends because of the Sugar Palooza. Now they continue to...
Oh, and we went to a BDSM store.
You did?
Yeah, with Lilith.
Yeah, she's into that. What's in I've never been to a BDSM store.
They've got everything. I mean, they have like more lubes than you knew existed in the world.
What's your thoughts on coconut oil?
Coconut oil for lube? I like the ones that they make for the purpose. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like coconut oil, the problem with it is it gets hard and then you have to heat it up.
I know, right?
And I've like, oh God, I do hate the texture of lube though. It is just an awful, awful substance, but it's very useful.
Yeah.
Coconut oil is useful to put a sheen on a metal,
Yeah.
wet to make your skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, years ago, I'm just going to admit a few things about coconut oil. So I had met this girl. As a matter of fact, she lied to me about her age. She had just turned 18 when I met her. She told me she was 21, and then she ended up going into the adult film industry, and then all of a sudden now I'm seeing her on the big screen when I go to those apps. We always used Astroglide,
Yeah, sure.
but it gets sticky, and it just after a while it just gets sticky and kind of gooey. And then I had this other girl I was seeing, and she would bring this kind of homemade concoction that she had. It was like a bottle, and it was just a very diluted version of coconut oil. And then she would use that actually when she did oral on me or like that. It was amazing, right? But I'd forgotten about it. But Alejandra and I really like coconut oil. Not for intercourse, though, right? She doesn't like it for intercourse, but...
I feel like it would give you like a UTI or something.
I know, right? But a hand job with coconut oil, there's not much better than that that I can think of. Like, I haven't experienced much better. I would like to get people's thoughts on what they use for something lube like that, but to me it's far superior than like Astroglide or anything else I've tried.
It's funny.
I would just concern it's an oil, so will it go through a condom?
Will it go through a condom?
Yeah, will it destroy?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So I don't want to tell people to use it for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to use water-based, not silicon-based with a lot of things because of how they interact. My Christmas present, one of my Christmas presents, more of a stocking stuffer for my fiance was we always get frustrated with the lube because it gets everywhere and it's just a mess. And I got them a nice glass with gold accents soap dispenser, and we put all our lube in that, and we keep it on the bedside table now.
Yeah.
It's much classier.
So do you use a lot of toys and like?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
real familiar with lesbian relationships. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, sometimes we use toys, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
We don't have to,
okay.
but definitely it can be fun.
Now you've been with men, but men are not your preference.
Well, I've never slept with a man.
Oh, you've never slept with
no,
a man.
no.
Okay.
I'm Gold Star.
That's right. I remember you saying that
Yeah.
last time. You teaching me all these new categories.
Yeah, I've
right.
chosen not to.
But she or he, sorry, they, oh my God, I'll cut that. But they have a boyfriend, right?
Yes. Well, they're bisexual.
Yeah.
My fiance is bisexual.
Yeah. So does they...
Poe.
Huh?
Poe.
Does Poe... I'd rather just say Poe. Still confused. Does Poe have a difference?
Like,
No,
like a preference between
different.
sexes?
Does Poe have a preference? Like, because there's obviously going to be different dynamics.
Yeah, I think
with
it's like
a man versus a woman.
it's a very complicated space to navigate because Poe being
Complicated for me to understand.
Yeah, well, I can give you kind of the spiel as I understand it, which is that Poe is genderqueer, so doesn't identify as a man or a woman, but was born female, grew up as a girl, and kind of fell out of interest in being perceived that way and wanted to transform their body to be perceived as more masculine and less feminine. And in the process has come to realize that when they go out to dinner or something, or perceived or even sexually interacting with a man, they feel more feminine and like a woman because they're being, it feels like a straight relationship. And when they're with women and interacting with women, it feels more like a queer relationship, not necessarily lesbian per se, but just something that doesn't conform to these kind of boundaries and expectations of heterosexuality. And so through that, they've become more comfortable being perceived as queer by being out with me or other like queer circles of women rather than with a boyfriend sometimes that has discomfort with being perceived more as a woman because of that, but they do really love their boyfriend.
So Poe's getting experience both sides.
Oh yeah. Poe's done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because Poe used to be a sugar baby as well.
Yeah. So I wish Poe was here because I have so many questions. But
yeah, we could bring them sometime.
Yeah, because I'm basically asking vicariously through you. Now, obviously, Poe prefers things, but in society, things can get confused and accidents. Like I've misgendered Poe like 5 times already, right?
Yeah,
through accident. Does Poe get upset when that happens?
Andrew mostly stumbles into using he, him pronouns for Poe in spite of them clearly not being a man.
Yeah.
I don't think they're easily misperceived as a man unless it's a very dark room. But it's whatever. I mean, I think it's more of like establishing personhood as something that isn't uniformly a woman, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think Poe will ever... How old is Poe?
Poe is turning 30 this year.
Okay. So I guess where I'm going with this is people throughout their life go through changes. Do you think Poe will always be like this, or do you think Poe is going through a phase?
No. I think a lot of gender is fluid, and so like every moment is different. It's like a curve in calculus. There's a trajectory, but there isn't like always going to be the same slope to it. But at the same time, like I don't think Poe will ever decide that they want to just be a woman and go back and put pop the tits back on. I don't think that's going to be the overall trend, but absolutely Poe likes wearing dresses sometimes, likes, going out as, they don't like heels because they're tall, but wearing a nice dress, a sexy dress, like absolutely is something that they do embrace, on occasion. So it's not, I don't know, it's diverse.
I'm just curious because to me, this is a world I'm not very familiar with. I just see social media, I see videos, and I watched a girl. It was a daughter of a sugar baby I had. I watched a girl go through these phases where she thought she was lesbian, then she started dressing a certain way, and then she wanted to be referred to as a different name, which was a more neutral name than what she had. And then now that I see her, she's grown her hair back out, and she's dating. She's going to the prom with a guy, and this and that. And I was like, wow, I've seen this girl completely go through these different phases as she's gotten older. And I think
part of it is living something before you poo-poo it, and even for your own personal thing, like I've cut my hair, I've buzzed my hair before, and been just basically bald, and it took that experience to know that I do like having long hair. And now I know my preferences better because I tested the waters of a different performance of my identity.
It's funny you say that. The daughter of the sugar baby I'm talking about, when I was dating her mom, she shaved her head.
The mom or the daughter?
The mom.
Oh.
I was like, what are you doing? She was like, I don't know. She messaged me. She goes, I'm about to do something silly. I'm like, what? She goes, I'm going to cut off all my hair. I've just always wanted to do it. I'm like, please don't. please don't. And sure enough, she goes, I'm doing it. And she did it. And she completely shaved her head.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what I did? I took her to the damn wig store. We bought her some wigs.
Yeah.
She threatened to do that, and that I had the same reaction.
I got a bad haircut and I was pissed about it. I was like, well, I was so upset. And he was like, you shouldn't shave your head because men won't like that. And I was like, wrong response. I shouldn't shave my head because I won't like it. Don't tell me what men wanted me to do.
Yeah, right.
And then I turned off notifications for your texts for a little while because I was thinking about shaving my head.
Yeah. And by men, I meant me.
Yeah,
right.
He meant me. I'm like, no, if I was going to do something, like that wouldn't be the defining line.
So once you get married to Poe, you feel like nothing's going to change in your life. You're still going to continue
I think
with your current lifestyle and everything?
I think some things will change. Okay. I think I will feel that much more like chosen by the person that I want to spend my life with. I'll feel like a solidification of like, I love the idea of joint finances. Oh, I like that.
You know what?
I like the new tax filing.
I did too when I first got married.
I like the new tax filing. I like the idea of budgeting for both of us and having household income as opposed to my income and then like trying to figure, like it just feels so much smoother. Because I've been a big factor of Poe figuring out how to manage their own finances because I'm very good with finances.
Poe's not so good?
Poe didn't have the practice. Poe had a lot more coddling by the parents historically than I have because my parents were like, oh, the way you learn competency is, you jump in the water. And Poe's parents were a little more coddling with them and then they went straight out of undergrad into their master's into, post-grad. And through that process, you kind of don't enter the real world. But I jumped into the real world and I've had more real world experiences.
So are you on good graces with Poe's parents?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're both great with our parents. My parents are cooler.
They're all really accepting of all this.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing they know about the open relationship. They know about, our partners and stuff. They just don't know about the sugar side of things.
They probably shouldn't be surprised by anything from you.
I don't think they would be surprised. I think it's like just tact that we choose to kind of obfuscate things a little bit.
Do you think it's still pretty taboo, this whole lifestyle?
I think my parents' upset would mostly be the fact that they want me to support myself rather than kind of coming to other people to support me and counting on other people. They would rather I have just like a high paying job that I work for. I think it would be more of the idea of like, I don't think it's a problem with the relationship aspects. I don't think it's a problem even with the dominatrix stuff. I don't think that's the taboo of it. In my perspective, with my parents, it would just be like, oh, well, we want you to be taking care of yourself and we want you to have that competency. And I think we just see it a little different. My sister's totally cool with it. My sister thinks it's awesome.
Well, I know Alejandra has gotten comments in the past from people she knew who knows that she has sugar daddies that are less than flattering.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more, unfortunately, a lot of people my age and the people that I made friends with in college and stuff, they're not doing well financially. And I'm doing well financially. Last year was great for me. This year should be good for me. They get a little bit jealous when I have discretionary income that they are not as privileged to be able to
I think
receive.
It is more of a jealous thing.
Yeah.
The people think that the girls are cheating somehow, cheating the system.
Yeah.
I will say that Carol is frightened of telling anybody besides her fiance. Her parents know, her brother know, her friends know. She's terrified of being seen in public with me.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Makes it a little less,
right?
But that's why it's nice to have our dynamic because we're all the time doing stuff.
It works very well together.
Yeah.
You're listening to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Now back to the show with your host, Marcus.
Do people ever mistake you for his daughter?
It's happened maybe once, but really no, because I think just the way we interact, it's very clear that we're close friends. And we also I don't think we get dirty looks for people thinking that we're together sexually in like a more like taboo sense of, or perception of sugar dating. Like even if they believe the taboo and don't embrace people being in that lifestyle, we're not perceived as being in that sort of relationship. So we go through and we really experience very little friction.
I still find it, I guess because I've delved deep into the depths of sugar dating and I understand what it's all about. I still find it just crazy that people, they think it's so taboo and so bad when it's actually such a traditional role.
Yeah.
Of a man supporting a woman.
I'm of the belief that, if something works for two people and it's not hurting anybody else,
right,
why are you so pissed off about it anyway?
Yeah.
And I think that applies to so many things, which in the world, just like if they're not bothering you, why are you so upset about it?
I know. So one of Kimmy's friends, her roommate, ex-roommate, is one of the biggest OnlyFans girls in the world now, out of California. She lives in Seattle, I think.
I hope she's padding her retirement.
Oh yeah, she's multi millions of dollars. She makes multi-million dollars a month now, being one of the top. And you see her all over social media. If I showed her to you, you'd be going, "Oh yeah, I know that girl."
You'll have to show me after.
Yeah. And she talks about on her post all the time, like people think that, they give her a really bad rap because she beat the system and she skirted the system, but she really does work very hard. She posts every day, like it's her job, and she posts a lot of funny stuff, and it takes a lot of time and effort to put these things together for your entertainment. I actually applaud her for using the technology that we have today, and that's the internet, to basically get 300,000 men to pay for your new house.
No, that's great.
Good for her.
As long as you handle
She's
it
24.
well. I think there are boon careers, and sex work would be on a broader scale is definitely a boon career where you have a period of your peak, and you know that as you age, you're going to leave that peak and likely not be able to make the money. And I think if you make a ton of money, you just need to manage it well in a way that's going to support you for the rest of your life, because unfortunately we do live in a society where that is going to inhibit you getting certain jobs in your later years. So just if you're making multi-millions, put it in, you do a Roth 401k, do a Roth IRA, do a traditional 401k, just as many as you can and max them out. And invest well, and that's great. I think it's empowering to certain people.
There was always a football player and that I admire. I think he was with Cincinnati, Ocho Cinco. You remember him? Mm-hmm. So he put every dime that he earned, he saved it, put it in the bank, put it in the savings, put it into, and they said he even slept in the locker room or slept in the gym.
Wow.
Even though he was making millions of dollars a year, because he knew
that's a boon career too.
He knew it wasn't going to last. And there's a stat that says 80% of NFL football players are bankrupt within 5 years of them leaving the league.
Yep.
80%.
Yep. Well, I mean, schools don't teach people money management in a way that I think perhaps that some people would benefit from. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right. Andrew, you've got some notes over there.
I do.
Let's talk about a few things on those. I don't want to run out of time.
In my handwriting.
It's from both of us.
Yeah.
But, two people commented on the after our last episode about how to find a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Pretty rare, pretty hard.
I have people. So there's seeking profiles, and it's actually quite common, where they want something platonic. They don't want to be sleeping with these guys. And I'm like, well, and they'll talk to me and I'm like, well, I'm not looking for something platonic. But good luck. And if you find something, let me know, because I'd be interested in talking to you about it.
I would say 99.5%
Yeah.
of men do not want only platonic relationship. I wasn't looking for a platonic relationship.
Right.
I was, at the time I met
Jackie.
Reminds me of that Cars song. Jackie. What took you so long?
I had somebody already who I was sexually active with, and the two things I read were so interesting to me that I wanted to meet her.
Yeah.
In your profile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the things?
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
No.
Well, I'm really curious.
I changed my profile consistently, which is
Yeah.
part of, if I didn't change it so much, I actually probably be on Seeking, but they started, I just spoke about this last episode, so I'm just reiterating, but they started changing their censorship, and one time I changed my profile and things that were allowed before just weren't allowed anymore.
Matter of fact,
you can't say lesbian anymore.
you haven't heard this episode because Nikki just recorded it, but it's last episode, and she talked about that exact same thing. She went in to change one word,
Yep.
and all of a sudden it triggered some bots, and other things that were fine before are not fine now.
Yep.
And they kicked her off.
Yes.
There's whole areas of sexuality that are not allowed anymore,
Fetish.
which makes no sense.
I know.
That is just not illegal. It's not.
So I don't want to announce this yet because I haven't done it yet. I've just played around with it. But let me just tell you, there's these AI coding apps now.
Vibe coding.
Vibe coding, is that what
Yes,
it's called?
it's called vibe coding.
So I'm using one called Base 44, and I've already built like 3 websites. And for fun, I've said, build me a sugar dating website, and it did. I haven't gone back into it yet to really tweak it and see if it's something that we could launch, but I watched a video using that same vibe coding software, and it said, and he wanted to copy Airbnb's software, and it copied it, and it just built a whole website that looked just like Airbnb. So maybe one day,
Yeah. Well,
we can get
if you need bug testers, I'm sure the Sugar Circle would
sugar
eat that up. And
yeah.
if you need help,
because
vibe-
people ask me all the time, can't we just launch our own, because Seeking's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, you just have to be careful where you base it.
I know, right?
You don't want to get in legal trouble.
Yeah. So anyway,
Cyprus is a really good place to visit.
Cyprus, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, been playing around with it, not saying anything's ever going to come from it, but it would sure be cool if it did one day. So we'll see. We'll see if I can't get that thing functional.
So if you are going to do Platonic, or if you're targeting Platonic as either a sugar daddy or a sugar baby.
The very first rule is actually care about the guy.
Well, yeah.
Because a lot of these women think, I don't have to put the effort in.
Yeah. So I'm going to interject a story real quick. I went out with a girl. She had a boyfriend. She let me know. We went out, had a great time, but I could tell she wasn't 100% there, right? I gave her a little stipend. She went on her way. We didn't do anything sexually. Come the next day, same thing. She was beautiful, but she did not want to have any sexual relations. I come to find it. She didn't let me know that in the beginning. And I could tell she was only there for the money. And I was like, look, I can't continue with this.
Yep.
I can't do a platonic thing. Now, if she would have been a little bit more interested in me personally, made an effort,
Yep.
I might have considered it. And that's what you're saying right there.
Yep.
If you want a platonic relationship with a man, genuinely be interested in his life and in what's going on, and be a good sounding board for conversation.
The other rule was, no, there are more. Even if you aren't sexual, you are still intimate, and that's correlated to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. The next step, we know more about each other's lives, and
You have to be. You can't be afraid to share your pain too. I mean, when I get bad news about something, he's one of the first people that I text, and that comes from a comfort with. Oh, come on, that comes with a comfort with not always seeming like an impassable stone. You have to be prepared to let people know about what's going wrong and what's going right, and all these things. You're there for commiseration and celebration.
Yeah. Well, you guys have gotten that point. You're not. You don't want to lay that on somebody in the beginning.
Well, it's not trauma dumping. It's just being authentic.
Right.
which was kind of our next point too. You need to be emotionally vulnerable as well as, especially since you're not being sexually vulnerable.
Yeah.
In a traditional sugar relationship, you're very sexually vulnerable. But when you're taking that away, if you're not emotionally vulnerable, nobody's going to be interested in you.
Yeah, well, it's not even a relationship anymore at that point.
Yep.
I know that Alejandra has met men who need that. They like literally will call her and talk to her for hours because they need that. And that's not sexual at all.
Nope.
But she found that they were just wanting to talk and wanting her to be a friend and wanting some emotional support. Men need it just like women need it.
I used to, because I'm open-minded, have quite a few escorts as patients, and nobody ever saw. And they would tell me that I spent 4 hours last night with a guy, and we never took our clothes off.
Yeah.
And they paid me $1,000 an hour.
I've heard that before, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. People will interview prostitutes, and they're like, yeah, he just wanted to talk for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole, there's websites dedicated to professional cuddling where you just need physical,
I had a professional cuddler as a sugar baby for a while.
Did you really? Interesting.
And those were some good cuddles.
That was some good times. So I took her to Miraval, actually.
Really?
Which was a great place. I have to take you.
Yeah? Okay. Where is that?
90 miles from here.
Oh, okay. Great. Southwest.
That's why I knew you'd know it. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that's really important is if you want a platonic relationship, you need to establish the boundaries.
Yeah.
The guy needs to know at the beginning.
Right.
And if he tries to push you, you have to say no. You have to keep it if that's what you want. Maybe you fall in love with the guy, but that'd be unusual.
Yeah.
One other rule, which is a typical rule for sugar babies: don't be money hungry. Don't make you feel like an ATM.
Right.
I had a sugar baby who I really liked, and she was really pretty, and was willing to do. They would have gotten along really well.
Party animal, huh?
Different, just tried anything. But after every time we were together, I got an email, how do you like these boots? $1,700. Would you pay for such and such? $2,600.
Yeah.
I mean, with some of these were more than her monthly allowance.
Yeah.
And it was every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets old real quick.
It got old the second. I mean, we had a meet and greet, and she sent me the boots picture.
Yeah.
We haven't established an arrangement yet.
So did you buy the boots?
No.
Yeah.
It's just gaudy. Like, why would you do that?
So that one didn't last that long. She looked a model, too.
Yeah.
You're listening to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Now back to the show with your host, Marcus.
Years ago, I had a sugar baby where she was just on a PPM, but then she asked me, she said, hey, my computer's broken. Can I get $500 or $600 for this new computer? I believe I gave it to her. And then, once I started doing it, it's just there was always something. And then I end up meeting a friend of hers and actually end up dating her friend because it didn't work out between us two, and her friend liked me. And I was like, she goes, you know, her computer was just fine, right? She was playing you, right? And she told me like every incident, she was just playing me. I felt so stupid, but anyway, it happens.
Well, she would send me the links to how to pay for these things.
Oh, so you could actually go online and pay for them?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't get the links.
Of course, she could always just return them.
Yeah, true.
Although we go back to the credit card. So
yeah, that's true.
All right, so we also made a list of the 4 types of men who look for platonic relationship.
Oh, what are they?
The first one is the men who have erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, or had like prostate cancer.
Oh, yeah.
If you had prostate cancer, sometimes you can't get
Absolutely.
erect anymore.
Yeah.
Those men tend to still want like the professional club there.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too. I mean, where you get physical contact, and you can have physical contact with in a platonic relationship. It's just, that platonic just means no insertion,
Yeah.
right? At least
I don't know. If you're performing
Well-
oral, if it's oral, I think that's
Yeah, that's a
that wouldn't
sexual
be-
act.
That wouldn't
Okay.
be a platonic either.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. You know that's from, right?
yes.
The
Clinton.
political scandal.
It's a Clinton thing. He got oral from Monica Lewinsky,
Yes,
but it wasn't penetration.
right. Semantics.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I think, well, here's my perspective as a lesbian. Often my type of sex is just oral or
Right,
just, a finger blast or two. So if that doesn't count, then I think I've never had sex before. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's crazy.
Okay. Number 2 is sapiosexuals and intellectuals. They tend to have, our first connection was intellectual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our second connection was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, Buffy, huh?
Yeah.
I talk about it a lot. I didn't even know what that word sapiosexual meant until I started the show, and I figured out that I'm kind of that because I truly am turned on by an intelligent conversation. It makes everything so much better, right?
Yeah.
There is
the whole experience.
There is a new term, and I can't remember it, to certain groups of women, autistic women, or
Okay. I don't know.
I was like, okay, asexuals, which I know at least one man who's sugar baby relationship who has no desire to have sex.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his trauma was to cause that, or maybe it wasn't trauma, and finally, she has several subs.
Yeah, kink, fetish.
Kink fetish, because if you're a dom, they have to have permission to have sex with you.
Yeah.
So you just don't give, if the dom doesn't give
And
permission.
a lot of them like chastity too. Like lock that thing up.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's a very good list. Appreciate you bringing that.
But no faking. No
Oh,
faking.
yes.
Yeah. Because you can't, let's say you're like, oh, doms don't have to have sex with men. I'll be a dom. Like, girl, you're not fooling anyone. You have to actually, it has to be your proclivity. It has to be how you actually want to interact, or someone's going to tell you you're faking it, or you're going to be kind of cornered into just like faking it for half an hour and then like running away.
And you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it
it can
is
be really
safe,
dangerous.
sane. It's safe, sane, consensual. You got to do it the right way.
All right. Are you looking for any more platonic relationships? Or no? No,
I would get jealous.
You're his platonic relationship.
I would not mind finding another.
Wait a minute. You would get jealous if he had another platonic relationship?
I'd be jealous if he had a different best friend. Yeah,
Oh, it's because, yeah.
yeah.
I get it.
Like he's my best friend. You're not allowed to have,
Yeah, I got it.
I would be looking for another regular, full time
standard issue.
standard issue, but who's like willing to go out with me, not stay at home.
So Alejandra asked me this question the other day. I was going to go see, I have 2 sugar babies right now.
Golfer girl.
Golfer girl. Yeah, you've been listening.
I've been listening.
Golfer girl and then Alejandra. And so I was going to go see Golfer girl, and she goes, "Are you going to make love to her?" And I go, "Oh, yeah, we're going to have sex." She goes, "No, I mean make love to her." And I was like, "Well, what are you talking about?" She goes, "I'm the only one you get to make love to. You can have sex with her, but
funny.
I'm the only one you get to make love to." I'm like, "Okay, it's all semantics." But
No, that's cute. That's cute.
yeah. But she was serious. Like, you better not be making love to her.
Yeah. Doggy style only.
Don't look her in the eyes.
Don't even make eye contact.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so we had a funny time about that, but I get it, Alejandra. I'm not making love to anybody. We're just this is men being men, right? I mean, right, right, Andrew.
Yes.
I'm going to bleep some shit out of this episode. I usually do, though. I had an episode. I reran. If you guys haven't caught, when I was in Cancun, I reran an episode that we actually had to delete. So a lot of you hadn't heard it. So I reran it just a couple of weeks ago. I had to bleep a lot of stuff out
The
there.
dog cage one?
Yeah.
We listen to a lot of your episodes while we're driving.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you replayed that episode because I had already heard it. And then he was like, I don't remember this. And I was like, no, I remember it. And then I was like, is it common for the dog cage thing? Because I, like less than 2 months ago, locked someone in a dog cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not me.
Not him.
Wasn't you?
Well, no.
Would you consider that platonic?
Yeah, I think.
Because some men get off on that, so that would be sexual.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
being a dom is not a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jackie, anything else you want to end with?
Oh.
We are coming to the power hour.
No, I don't believe so.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming in. It's good seeing you.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be in town?
Leaving Sunday morning.
Okay.
We're driving to Monument Valley.
Now, you guys are staying at Shadow Mountains?
Yes.
That's nice.
It's a very nice hotel.
So you're hooking this girl up.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Well, yeah, she's going to be spoiled.
I'm
always
telling you
spoiled.
what. Not only is that one of the premier areas of town to be in all of Arizona, it's Paradise Valley, but it's got to be costing you an arm and leg. We are in our peak season, spring training. We just had the Phoenix Open. The weather is beautiful. You only live once, right?
I enjoy my life.
You can't take it with you, can you?
Nope. And I mean, we stayed in a 5-star hotel in Chicago.
Nice.
That was lovely.
Yes, that was.
Where did you stay in Chicago? I was up there in September.
Lobby 7.
Yeah?
Yes.
Nice.
It was really nice.
We stayed in an Airbnb, and I apologize. I still apologize to Alejandra because it was on the 4th floor, and I didn't know they had no elevators.
Get your steps in.
She made me carry her 50-pound bag of luggage up 4
As she
flights of
should.
stairs.
As she should.
And I was exhausted. I got to like the 3rd level. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to hold it.
That's your indoor workout for the 75 hard, right?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I'm holding strong, and so is she. She went from 121, I think, or 22. She's down to 111 now, and we're just 30 days into this. I think
How
we're
tall
at
is she?
33, 5'2". And then I am down. I started at 189 and a half, and I am today 180. So I've lost 9.5 pounds. And we're 30 days in. And somehow, so when you can't drink during 75 hard. Somehow I got through the Phoenix Open without drinking.
Oh.
Somehow I got through the Super Bowl without drinking. Somehow I went to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun where they actually handed you a margarita at the check-in desk, and we had to like slide it back to them and say, thank you, but I'm not drinking. Oh, God, that was
How
tough.
are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Full of energy. I don't wake up groggy or hungover or anything. No, I'm feeling really good. I am ready to sip on an espresso martini in April, though. That's my go-to drink when I go to like these restaurants. We've got dinner plans tonight. We got some people coming in from out of town, friends of the show. We're all going to dinner at like a Mexican food place, or I don't even know what it is, but
We actually want to go to Mexican tomorrow. So what?
really,
Yeah. What Mexican?
I don't. It's like a new place. Lily says, "Have you ever heard of this place?" I'm like, "No." And anyway, she made us reservations, so I have no idea what it is. But it sure would be nice to get a margarita there. But we're going to withhold. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into MMA pretty soon.
Are you really?
Yeah. I trained for over a decade. and
You
then-
did?
Yeah. No, I started when I was 6 years old.
She's a black belt.
Yeah, I did my black belt.
Really?
But I stopped training and because of some social issues at the studio that I was training at, and I found out that they split ownership, or the owner split with the corporation or company, and so I get to go back.
Nice.
So I'm going to be starting.
I appreciate martial arts. I did a 1.5 years of Taekwondo, and the things I learned, I did it like when I was in my early 20s and mid 20s. And the things I learned, I still today, I even use some things in my golf swing that I learned in Taekwondo. And that is, you guys can't see this on the air, but if you punch somebody like this, you can hit them pretty hard. But if you punch somebody like that with a snap, you take your hand and turn it 180 degrees while you're punching, it sends these shock waves through, and it's the power that you get.
Oh yeah, there's tons
is so
of
much
lessons.
increased, and there's so much leverage and
swing through. The fact that you aim for something beyond where you're supposed to be hitting.
But where I use that function is like, so I start out with my left hand square, and then when I turn it, I snap it back. And when you use that, you've got this long club, right? And if I snap my left wrist just that much, the club travels at an enormous amount of speed because of the length, right? So
there's some physics there. There's some martial arts there.
I love the physics, and I love the martial arts aspect that really envelops so many things of our life.
It's beautiful.
People don't understand it.
I think cognitively too, it also is nice to
and the mental part too.
Yeah, exactly. And I've taught martial arts, and I've taken a lot of classes, and I think it teaches you a lot about how to interact with other people with respect, and to grant respect and to receive it from people.
Well, I admire that you have accomplished what you have so far and gone that far.
Thank you.
To become a black belt. That's very impressive, yeah.
Yeah, I got it when I was, technically it's a junior black belt. I got it when I was 16 or 17 years old. But I've trained since. I've trained in like 7
But that's still a part of you, which is just which is an absolutely beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That you've brought this into your soul, basically, and it's only positivity.
Oh yeah. It's brought a lot to my life, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully we're going to see you two at Sugarpalooza 8. I know you're getting married, but we're not going to have it that weekend.
Yeah, I'm thrilled that you're not having it that weekend.
Guarantee it's not that weekend.
I don't think my spouse would be so happy for me to be like, hey, I got to clear out.
Yeah.
Or the honeymoon that Andrew's actually paying for our honeymoon, which is such a kind gift.
That's your gift?
Yeah, he said
parts of the
he's also getting me my cake.
And the photographer.
Yes.
So where's the honeymoon going to be?
It's a 4-day cruise to Mexico.
Really? You're doing? Are you doing the Ensenada thing, or are you going down to like Cabo, or where?
Yes. It should be Ensenada as long as things have cleared up politically.
Yeah. I've done the Ensenada cruise twice. That was maybe the most drunken cruise I've ever been on in my life.
Yes. I will not be doing the 75 hard sober thing during the cruise.
It's nicknamed the booze cruise because it's just drinking from the time you leave. Actually, it starts before you leave the port of L.A. I'm assuming that's where you're going out, Long Beach.
Yes.
And then you go down to Ensenada, and it's just party, and then you come back. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
It's a quick, fun cruise. We used to do the Mexican Riviera, which take you down to Acapulco and Puerto Vallarta, where they're having all those issues now. So that one, I wonder if those cruises have gotten halted, but it's pretty sad. But hopefully that'll get all cleared up.
Yeah.
A cruise will just go out to sea.
Yeah.
Instead of going to Acapulco.
So they just won't make the stop?
They won't make the stop because I've been on many, many cruises in my life.
Yeah.
And we were going to Morocco when the Gaza war broke out. And so they just went out to the Mediterranean.
Well, we're not going to make this stop. As we end, I want to hear, what is your most favorite cruise line?
For mid-range, Princess, and for high-range, Seabourn, probably.
Okay.
There's a big difference in price between them.
Yeah. All right.
Big difference in the way they treat you.
Yeah. Well, Lily and Trucker and Alejandra and I are talking about going on a cruise, and so I was just curious on
Princess or Celebrity.
Yeah.
For you guys, because you don't want to spend $25,000 on a cruise to go on Seabourn and to have a butler for your room and
no, we don't need that.
But you don't want to go Carnival either. You're too old for that.
I did Carnival when I was married, but I was in my 30s.
Yep.
So 30s and 40s.
You don't want
early
to
40s.
see people throwing up over the side.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's me throwing up over the side.
Throw back to the whale watching.
Yeah.
Throw back to the whale watching.
Yes, she unfortunately threw up over the side.
It was a lovely whale watching expedition. We saw so many breaches, but I threw up at least 6 times.
Oh yeah. See, my ex-wife was seasick too the whole time, and she had to take Dramamine and all that stuff. But that's the unfortunate part of it.
Yeah. Well, these big ships,
bigger the boat,
they don't have any problems.
Yeah.
I was on a ship in a hurricane once.
Yeah.
There were 3 of us in the dining room, 3 people in the entire dining room.
Wow. See, we were in the Florida Keys area, or actually we were in the Caribbean area, and a hurricane was coming in. We were just ahead of it, but you could see the sea swelling.
Yep.
And we actually saw tornadoes or water spouts, I guess they would be
water
called.
spouts, yeah.
But they look like tornadoes to me.
They do.
but we could see them. Now, they were 10, 15 miles away, but we could see it on the horizon. And, the ship got to swaying pretty bad. But it was fine. We ended up fine.
Is this just a Caribbean cruise, or is this?
Yeah, it was like one we went to, it's like St. Thomas, St. Martin.
No, the one you're
Bahamas.
planning now. Is it just Caribbean, or is it?
We're talking about doing. We haven't decided yet. But
Because Alaska's really,
Alaska is on my bucket list. I hear amazing things about Alaska.
and Alaskan cruises are amazing.
Yeah, you're like the 38th person to tell me you got to do an Alaskan cruise. So I'm starting to believe it now.
39 and you're going to be sold.
I know. I think I'm almost sold now. All right. Oh, we got to run. I'm so over time.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have fun while you're in Arizona, and hopefully we'll see you guys again. And join us on Patreon at patreon.com/Secrets of a Sugar Daddy podcast, and look for more new stuff and fun stuff coming soon. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to connect or even be on the show, we'd love to hear from you at secretsofasugardaddy.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.